Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here. I'm peeking at you through the the mess here. This is a mess. It is one of the IKEA desk organizer holders that I had over along that table behind the sofa. And it's one of the ones that for this week's work, I was going to do a deep dive into it and organize and maybe cull some things from it. This is the kind of travel related one, and it covers all forms of travel, cruise ships, airplane trips, road trips, train trips, things like that. So it will have icons and representations. It's also kind of got my supplies that are specific to certain destinations. And I don't know how much of this I'm going to keep. To be honest, it could be all of it. Right now is kind of a tough time for me to talk about, think about, or do any organizing related to travel supplies because at my age and without John, travel isn't going to be what it used to be. So, but I still have memories that I'd like to document. And yes, there will be some that I will document for the second, third, or fourth time. Maybe from a different angle, maybe telling a deeper dive kind of story, or maybe just trying to decorate the page differently from when I told it first. So from one standpoint, I might want to toss all my travel supplies. From another standpoint, I might want to keep them all. So you can understand my dilemma. I'm going to turn this on its side here and turn the camera down so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm not going to worry. I'm going to leave the camera. I'm not going to turn this video around because this is going to be kind of sideways. If I were working on a page, it would be upside down. But I'm going to kind of pull things out and look at them and kind of decide what to do with them. Here, for example, are 3 dimensional stickers, one labeled Greece, one labeled Spain, one labeled Italy. And we've traveled to all 3 of those places. I'm not sure what this is. This is something else entirely that has nothing to do with that. It says, "Wish you were here." These are things I'm probably going to keep because I can use on those pages. But what I want to do is gather all of the destination-specific things together. So I'm just going to kind of lay that down, and you're not going to be able to see everything I'm laying down until after I move all of this away. So here are some little metal Eiffel Towers that were a gift from my grandchildren a few years back, and that stays with the destination-specific supplies. Here's New Orleans, and that was one of our favorite places to go. The package has never even been opened. And there's also a New York sticker kind of just stuck to it. So destination specific. This is nothing to do with travel. So it goes with my smooshing technique supplies. This is a map of the U.S. with a heart cut out. Certainly something that I might use in documenting the road trip that we took in 2016. We traveled from this end of the U.S. all the way to this end, back and up into Canada, and then back down. So that was kind of, it took us 31 days, the entire month of August in 2016. So this might be a good embellishment to use on a road trip page. So I'm going to put that over in a different stack. It's going to be the road trip stack. And right here is a little, this is something I fussy cut from some packaging. It has to do with airplane travel, and I just think it's cute, and it's getting messed up, so I kind of need to, so I'm going to put it over in the airplane travel area. So let me get, these are little punched states of Texas, and the side they're on, I'm not crazy about the papers. I'm going to recycle those. So those go in the trash. This is a state of Texas, it's a cut file with the state of Texas, and I really can't see what it says, but I can use that. So that goes in the destination specific things. Corn Palace, I don't know where that is or where it comes from. I don't think we've been there, and I doubt that it's a future destination, so that goes in the trash. Another Texas that's on the wrong side. There's this stamped sentiment that I didn't cut out too well. It says, this photo, this one, this is life. I love that sentiment, but I still have the stamp set, and I can do a better job of cutting it out. So again, that goes in the recycle pile. Okay, Roatan. This is a bumper sticker that I bought in Roatan, and I've got some beautiful pictures of Roatan, but this just never made the cut on those pages. So that goes in destination specific. These are, I'm going to keep them here because I think you can see them better there. These are cut apart cards from a travel collection. There's Summer Fun Beach H2O goes in a different place. That goes in my bright summer pool kinds of supplies. So I'm going to put those again off to the side. These are good supplies that I think I'm going to, I know I want to keep them. This is just a wood grain scrap. I'm just going to put it in a scraps to keep pile because wood grain especially is useful to die cut things from or punch things from for Calvin ball, and we have that coming up soon. So this is in a different pile. This is a scrap I doubt that I need, so that goes in the recycle bin. This is a set of like travel related tag label sticker things from Amy Tangerine from 100 years ago, and I don't have it stored well. It doesn't need to be in that kind of torn up box, and the part that's kind of all bent is not useful, so that goes away. I'm going to keep this because these tags are nice to add a little color, and they have appropriate sentiments for any kind of travel related page, but I haven't done a good job of keeping this nice. So what I need is a paper clip. So I'm gonna get this paper clip, close that, and put it in there with other stuff that I'm keeping. Okay, here is a sticker set that has World Traveler, a hand, a compass rose, and an arrow that says Explore. That's good generic travel stuff. So for now, I'm just going to kind of stick that in there too. This looks like another just wood grain piece of paper that would be good for die cutting. This is a die that embossed kind of a, it's like a postage mark, and you frequently use those on travel pages. These are foam state license plate stickers. And I always wanted to, I bought those to use on the road trip pages to label the states that we were in when photos were taken. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to keep these over in the road trip pile for right now. I'm not going to make any commitment to anything. This getaway is like generic. I can kind of put that in there. This airplane one goes over here with the airplane related stuff. This sticker that I'm peeling up right now is nothing to do with travel, but it kind of stuck to and messed up my holder. Here's another little, it's a roll of craft tape that has travel related symbols. It could be used like washi tape on a travel page. So I'm going to keep that and just kind of, and just so you can see where I'm putting these things, they're going right in here for now. I'm just kind of stuffing them there, and then we can get into an organizing them later. Don't know what these two acrylic pieces are. They could be used on a pool page that as bubbles. So I'm not throwing them away, but I put them over where I keep my enamel dots and acrylic dots and things like that. These are tickets that are travel related tickets. I'm going to kind of stick those in here too. So that whole first row has kind of been emptied. Here's another ticket that says admit one, which isn't specifically travel related, and I do need a ticket, a special holding place for generic tickets, because tickets will come up as a rule in Calvin Ball. So I'm going to put that, I need a Calvin Ball pile. I'll put that in a little close by Calvin Ball pile. This is a little, it's like a city skyline and a taxi. I'm going to put it in the destination specific stuff because to me that would be good on a New York City page. Okay, this is a packet of various things. Okay, This is a set of stickers. It's from a collection that was done by a company that's no longer in business. And I've got this little map related, it has clouds printed with maps and tickets and things like that. So it's kind of travel related. It was a travel related line, although those could be used for something else. But I'm going to kind of keep them in the generic stuff. And I've got this map. I'm just going to lay that on top of there until I find something I can stick it to. It's a banner sticker that's printed with a map. Here is something else that's from that same line. This has stamps and airmail and parcel post and things like that. I'm going to kind of slide that in there too. This is an RV, which is it's a dimensional sticker and it's coming apart, but I do have some RV pages that I can scrap. So I'm going to kind of put it over here next to the airline stuff. This is a scuba diving tank, and we snorkeled, but we never scuba'd. And this is kind of coming apart, so I'm going to toss it. I haven't tossed much, right, have I? This is a set of packaging that might be handy to put some stuff in as we go along, stuff that I've kind of gathered. These are dimensional stickers. This one says the open road. This one has a motel sign. Definitely road trip kind of stuff. So I'm putting that over with the road trip stuff. This is a little yellow bicycle set of journaling tickets. And they're like day trips, fun times, definitely travel related. So I'm going to kind of stuff those in there. Now let's see, let me pull some of these things out. Okay, this is, oh, gosh, these are some of the first stickers I ever bought, and this sticker sheet was from Lone Star Scrapbook, which was a local store up north of Houston, and it has all kinds of Texas, Kima Boardwalk, the Woodlands, the Galleria, all places that I have photos of. NASA Space Center, I worked there, near there, in Clear Lake, and lived near there. Houston Rodeo. I have photos that these would help me make pages with. So this definitely goes in destination specific, even though most of those were not on vacation, they were at home. This is a, well, there's a turtle, a thing that says live in the sunshine, and a boat captain. Probably could use those on scrap pages, and I'm going to keep them here on travel pages. I'm going to keep them in here, and then try to figure a way. My dilemma will be how to store these things so that I remember that I have them and know to go to them. This is another travel-related generic journey, vacation, a star, and one of my favorite, I guess it's Susan Sontag's, and I haven't been everywhere, but it's on my list. So that kind of goes in there too, generic stuff. This is Mexico travel, and we we have not seen this, although we have seen some I'm going to put this in destination specific because I do have some photos to. This is a brand new set of Are We There Yet? Layered stickers by Cartabella. And then I have this pack of ephemera from Cartabella. And I'm going to put this with the destination specific supplies because it identifies New York and Chicago, and there's some generic road trip kinds of things, and I can separate those out later, but I'm going to put them with the location specific. This is a set of stickers from the Nautical collection by Fancy Pants, and it hasn't got much here, but there's I'm on Beach Time and Summer Lovin' and Pack for a Picnic. I'm going to put this with the summer beach pool kind of stuff. Okay, another set of Texas stickers that will go in the location specific. Florida stickers, Miami, Palm Beach, and the Sunshine State. I have even fairly recent pictures that I can use those on. This also has, okay, that's a, it's a flag. I think that goes with these dimensional stickers that I had earlier. Doubt that I'll use that, but may as well keep it. This is California, and it's a set of stickers that I think I got when the Scrap Happy reunion was in California. So that goes with the location specific. That's the exact same sticker sheet from Nautical that I'm going to put over there with the summer pool beachy thing. This is a generic travel, wish you were here, a taxi, and the word travel. So that's going to kind of slide in there. I wish it were sliding in just a little more easily. And if I get some scissors, I can probably make that happen. And it may not stay there, but for right now, I just need it kind of out of the way. All right, this is South Dakota, and we definitely loved South Dakota, and we loved traveling. That goes on the road trip pile. This is Smooth Sailing and Life is Better at the. I'm gonna cut the sailing piece and put it, that's generic, we'll call this sailing specific. And this is Life is Better at the, and it probably means beach or pool. I'm gonna put it over in the beach and pool area, and I'm gonna toss the rest of this packaging. Okay, now here's a Let Freedom Ring, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Independence Hall. We have some photos from trips to Washington, D.C. I'm not sure where I got this. I think it was a gift, part of the swag bag at one of the retreats I went to. And so I'm going to save this in the destination specific. Italy stickers, unopened and old, but I have lots of Italy pictures, including one of John holding up the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So this is New York. That goes in location specific. Also New York. And I can probably cut that down. This is definitely road trip related, so I'm going to put it over with the road trip stuff. Okay. Well, let's look at this. This is chipboard that has to do with cruising and sailing. So I'm going to kind of put it here with this piece, and I'll put it up top. So that's a type of travel kind of classification. Here is a sticker with an RV. So I'm going to put it over. Let me pull that packaging that I threw away. And I can stick that to that and put it over with the RV. This is a pineapple that is like a floaty. And I'm going to put that on some packaging as well and put it over with the pool stuff. That's trash. Let's see, there. Okay, this is Toronto, and John lived and worked in Toronto for a little while. When we got back from our assignment in Brussels, his assignment was in Toronto, and he was there when the whole thing, the SARS mess came about, the SARS scare, and he was supposed to meet me. I had a business trip in Orlando, and we stayed, the conference attendees stayed at one of the hotels on the Disney property, and he was going to come down, and I had gotten a hotel for after the conference. He was going to meet me there, and we were going to stay at that hotel that the monorail goes through. I had always wanted to stay in there from back when we used to bring James there. And so he wasn't allowed to travel because of SARS. And then when he finally was allowed to travel, he was had to go home, and there was a medical team waiting for him when he arrived to check and make sure that it was okay for him to enter the country and to live around there. But he does not have any photos of Toronto. I have a few from when we were there on our road trip. So I'm actually not going to put this in a destination specific. I'm going to put it over with the road trip stuff. That was a long way to get around to saying what I just said. Okay, here's a mess of stuff that's left over from a project. This is a sea cruise related set of stickers. It's got some really cute things, and I can put that up there. This is a Georgia cut file and this was given to me. It was made for me and given to me by an attendee, my big sister or secret sister at a retreat. So I'm actually going to put that in the destination stuff, even though I live in Georgia. There are some photos I have from when we were just visiting. Here's one of those foam license plates for Nebraska. And I don't think I've ever been to Nebraska, and we weren't there on our road trip. Cali Dreamin', 2010 Fancy Pants collection called Beach Babe. And I don't think I'd ever use the Cali Dreaming part, but I do like the shape of it and the colors. So this kind of becomes something I would use elsewhere but travel. Okay, here is Aloha, so that's definitely a Hawaii travel kind of thing, a destination thing. And once I get the destination pile over here, which is getting rather high, once I get through that, I will separate out all the New York stuff and all the so-and-so stuff, and I'll package that together. I have a million bits of extra packaging like this that I can group things. So that's probably not going to happen today. Here is the word tropical, which kind of I'm going to put over in the beach pool kind of thing where I am likely to have a lot of tropical foliage. The Bon Voyage, Sea, Sand, Sun, Surf, that's going to go up in the sailing. Tropical Vibe, again, goes with the pools. This is a whale with a pirate's hat in its mouth. I doubt I'll ever use that, so I'm trashing it. If I put it anywhere, I would be keeping up with it forever and never using it. And it's not in good enough condition to give to anyone. Okay, here's another grouping piece of packaging. These are, I've used quite a few of these. I bought a set of these kind of abstract font writing on the shapes of the states. And so I'm going to put it over with the road trip stuff, and I'll kind of keep states that we visited kind of in there. Here's a one free drink ticket. I don't think drink tickets are in my future scrapping. This is a mercury paper die cut of a starfish. I'm going to put it with the beach stuff. Time for vitamin C, a little fussy cut kind of thing. That looks like it goes there too. This is a plastic, it's one of those things that goes in a signboard, and it was meant to form a banner with other plastic shapes. I'm going to put this over with my, where I keep my acrylic kind of things. These are handmade stickers, Mrs. Elizabeth's handmade stickers, and I have no idea where or when I got these, probably on a giveaway table at a retreat. But it has flip-flops, seashells, vacations in summertime. I'm going to put that with the beach and pool summer stuff, not the travel. Same for this guy. Here's some more Georgia stickers that were given to me by my secret sister, and it's got the color scheme is aqua and coral and that kind of corally peachy color, which I love. That's my decorating scheme in the house anyway. Here is ephemera from Echo Park's Go See Explore, and it has a lot of general travel things, so it goes in the generic travel slot there. This Let's Cruise goes, that's chipboard from Cartabella. That's going to go up in the cruising sailing stack. This Germany sticker needs a home. I actually was looking the other day at some photos from when we went to Germany, and we drove there from Brussels, and we wanted to go see the army base where James had been stationed a few years before. And so I have photos from there. This is like Adventure Ahead, World's Greatest Explorer Journey. Some more generic travel stuff that's not specific to any place or any mode of transportation. This is I Love Europe, and it has all these icons from Europe. How did I not know I had this? I love it. We took Katie to Europe, and we visited all of these places. Well, not Pisa. We didn't take her to Italy. Shame on us. Bahamas, definitely in the destination area. I'm going to save that packaging. These are laser die cuts of those bird of paradise flowers, and I have no idea where I got these other than maybe I bought them on a trip. Maybe I bought them in, I have no idea where I got them. But those are, I'm going to, instead of putting those in the generic summer, I'm putting it in the destination specific for Hawaii photos. So then I'll group it with other Hawaii supplies. And here's something else that it's by the same company, and this says Aloha, and it has hibiscus, and I just need to put those together. I've been too lazy to put those together. So that goes in there, and look some more. This is a totem, and oh my gosh, it's a Hawaiian shirt. How did I not know I had those things? Here's a Bon Voyage souvenirs and a road sign. I'm going to put that in the generic. Well, actually, yeah, let me put it in the generic, and then I can split it out. I have a couple of 6x6 travel-related pads. There's Are We There Yet? And Let's Cruise. Definitely want to keep those, and they can kind of stay right where they are. So as you can see, I'm kind of working through the small stuff first. And because I really don't want to go through the papers, because I'm afraid I'd find things that I wouldn't find anything I'd want to get rid of. This is a piece of ephemera from an Amy Tangerine collection, and it has what to me looks like a little city center area in Paris. So I'm going to put that with the destination specifics, and I can use that on a Paris page. This piece right here is a sticker, and I'm going to put it on here and put it over with the flying things. This is a cruise ship in a bottle, so that goes up there with here's another RV, so that, and we've got a place for that. This is a cruise ship coming in, and I've got a photo of John and me in Fiji looking back through the town at where the cruise ship is I want to just say parked, but where it's docked. Another packet of state shapes and names. Again, in like a different color scheme. Can definitely put that over in the road trip side. These are Arctic Cruise, Hit the Road, Farmville. These are dimensional stickers that have to do with all kinds of travel. I'm going to put them in here, and those can be kind of divided out. Look, here are some more foam license plates. Here is an envelope that says tickets and receipts, and it can store your ephemera from a trip, or it can go on your page with something showing through the pocket. I love that. So I don't know where that came from, but I love it. And I obviously didn't remember I had it. Here's a paper star. Not, it's going to be hard to keep up with. And I have punches, and this isn't anything that's particularly special to me. So in the interest of keeping up with things, I'm just going to recycle it. There's a Hawaii sticker, clear sticker. Here are some cruise-related stickers. So those go up there. A little airplane, a piece of acetate that says, what does it say? Amazing. That came from a set of acetate ephemera from, gosh, I think it was a little yellow bicycle collection. And that may be where some of these things. This is another envelope that has an acetate window, and it's labeled travel moment. So that can kind of go in there. Again, something I didn't know I had or forgot I had. So this I'm going to put with the airplane travel. This is Niagara Falls stickers, and I'm not sure what these guys are. They don't go in that sticker sheet. They are seals, so they probably go on one of the California ones, California coastline. I'm going to stick it back on here and put it in the pile of things that are destination related. This is Are We There Yet? Road trip stickers, so that goes with the road trip stuff. And this is a guest check. That's kind of generic travel stuff, great stuff to use. This is from Studio Calico, and it's a garland with stitching going through little circles cut out of maps. So just awesome thing to have. Need to use that. This is from that same line, and I will tell you, Farmhouse Papers, I think, was the company, and I forget what the name of this collection was, but it had kind of a color scheme that I'm not famous for, but which I love on travel pages. So this has the journey, not the arrival, matters, explore, and then a map. This looks like kind of generic travel stuff, so I'm sticking it in there. And this is a set of travel coloring postcards. And John had picked this out himself. He had been told he had Parkinson's, and he had been told that he it would be good practice for having control of his fingers and his hands and his wrists, which tend to, kind of stiffen up and don't go where you want them to go. So he decided he wanted to take up coloring. And we got this, and I actually stamped him some images so that he could color those too. And he thought he would want to do these. And I am horrified to admit, as I look at this, that we never sat down for him to do this. He did practice when he took therapy. Part of the therapy was writing his name and writing, certain things. And he had to be able to write. One of the safety things was if he and I ever got separated, he had to be able to write his name and address and phone numbers and so forth. So there were some memory exercises in there. So I plan to color all of these that are relevant to trips that we took and document them on pages with pictures of him. So that's a project. I'm going to put it in there with the 6x6 pads. I had forgotten that existed, but that's why it is in this bag, because I I gathered all this stuff after he had passed away. These are dark colored craft pieces that were packaging that went around something, around a tube shape of something. And I love that color and I love the texture. It's thin and crisp, but it's strong and it has a lot of fiber. You can see the rag content in there. So I'm going to put that with these wood grains to die cut out of. Okay, this is a Go See Explore sticker sheet that I'm just going to kind of hold. Let's see, where can I hold it? I'm going to just kind of put it right here as like a 12 by 12 sticker sheet. This is a 6 by 12 that came in a Mind the Scrap kit here and there by Crate Paper, and it has just a few stickers that I could use. But couldn't you see, those of you who are familiar with my Scrap Backwards series that I do with Adam Westwood, Scrappy Adam, can't you see me picking maybe this as the sticker sheet that I want to use, and then this being a supporting sticker sheet? So they get saved, and to be honest, I think I'm going to put them in my sticker sheet storage, not my travel storage. What I can do is, if I put it in my sticker sheet storage, I can pull this one, and I can pull this one, which have my travel theme going crazy, and then I can pull some generic stickers like some things that match the color scheme, so I can do some travel pages or non-travel pages. And then I can, if I want to make a travel page the way we run the series, there are no police. If I haven't built it into my kit and I want to come and I remember that I have that I haven't been everywhere but it's on my list sticker that's right here, I can certainly come and get that. So that's, I think that I just talked myself into putting that in my Scrap Backwards sticker sheet storage area. Well, I'm going to leave it right here for now. This is a travel page that's from Paper House, and we got this kit, the entire kit, from Sandy Reversky at the Scrapping Reflections retreat that I went to in September. I'm going to keep this together as a kit, even though there are some destination-related things. There's some generic travel things, so that's going to stay as a kit. And I'm going to put it on the floor for now because I'm running out of space. Actually, no. I have just pulled into the craft area here a table that used to be, when John was having trouble making it to the dining table, I bought a table that went over the arm of the couch, and that was where he ate. So I've had it kind of stuffed away in a closet. This is an Echo Park sticker sheet that I've not used anything from, and this map up here is actually an alpha set. So I love this, and I did not know this existed, nor that it was in my collection. So I'm going to put that in the sticker sheets that could maybe be pulled for Scrap Backwards. This paper is part of a very large collection that I got from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club that Christina put together for me. And I'm going to keep it together as a kit. It has lots of papers and patterns. It's My Mind's Eye, and it's called Wander. And it has lots of papers and patterns in it that aren't necessarily travel, but that this is a particular color scheme that has the gold and the peachy color and the 2 shades of green. And I love it, and I have a special drawer. I love that color combination so much. I have a special drawer that has those colors in it. My Mind's Eye did several collections a few years back, and the paper pads were available at Tuesday Morning. And so I bought several paper pads. So I'm going to keep this together, and I'm going to see how I can mix and match those other papers into this. So this stays together as a kit, so I'm going to put it over on the kit table. Now we're getting into just scraps of pattern paper. And this one with the, I'm going to get my trimmer. And with collections or themed supplies, I do keep scraps, especially if they have the theme kind of represented on them. So what I'm going to do is put my paper scraps that are whole and not curled like this. I'm going to recycle that. I'm going to put that in this bag. And so I see this has little nautical wheels. This is from Cowboy Country by Cartabella, but on photos that I have taken in Montana, this would be absolutely perfect. So I'm going to put that in there. Again, this is a beach, one of these long beach pictures, and I forget, that must be from Are We There Yet? So that stays. These are places that we did not visit. We tried to go to Arches. We had never been to Acadia National Park, but we were going to go when we came back. That we had booked a cruise that specifically because it had a stop in Newfoundland, and we were gonna, one of its other stops was there. We had taken trips from north to south of California and planned to go to Yosemite and ended up on the coast instead. And we planned 2 or 3 different trips to the Grand Canyon, and one thing after another kept us from those. I hope to visit all of these places, so I'm keeping these, and I'm wondering, all of that was specifically to say that I think I'm not going to keep these in the paper scraps bin, but I'm going to keep it in the destination specific storage. This is another thing that I could use for Colorado or Montana. So I'm going to keep that. It's not specific to a particular location. There's Everglades, which we had been to, and we had been to Joshua Tree. Grand Tetons, we didn't go to the national park, but we went through. I think I have some photos, and we have never been to Carlsbad Cavern. So again, I'll put those in destination specific supplies. Okay, here's a set of stickers. Oh, about moving, and we have, that's a whole different category, so that goes in a completely different place. That's nothing to do with traveling so much as it has that we had wanderlust as far as homes. Sequoia National Park and Yellowstone. We passed kind of by and through and around Yellowstone, but never like went in and visited. Again, location specific. This is like a lighthouse scene, and I actually have a stamp of what looks to be like that same lighthouse. And I have some photos of a lighthouse near where we used to live. I'm thinking it could maybe work for that. So I'm going to put that in the generic stuff. This is a piece of paper that I'm not crazy about this side of it, but here we've got all these national parks and it's got them all listed. So I'm going to put that in the location specific stuff and cut that up. And the places we have been, I'll store separately. Places I still yet hope to go, and then other places that we probably, like Kenai Fjords National Park, we were there. Hawaii volcanoes, North Cascades, no. Haleakala, yes. Shenandoah, no. Kings Canyon, no. Saguaro, yes. Glacier Bay, Gates of the Arctic, Yosemite, haven't been. But anyway, I'm going to put that in the location specific, and I'm going to kind of stick it right there. More location specific. Minneapolis, Chicago, Seattle, been all of those places, but those are all destinations that were on our road trip, so I'm going to put that in the road trip pile. More like national parks. These cut-aparts are not what I had in mind there. I may use this big cut-apart, but I used it this side of the paper. So I'm going to put that in the scraps. Scraps and cut-aparts. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually cut the cut-apart and then store that. The cut-apart that says Visit National Parks, I'm going to keep in the location-specific stuff. And the other pieces for that stripe, I'm going to keep in the scraps pile. Okay, this is getting my... I will tell you that sometimes I'm guilty of over-organizing. And what I have to be careful of is that everything I do, every organization decision I make helps me find things rather than hiding them. So now we're getting into some 12 by 12 papers. This looks like it's in there because it's tropical destination. Same for this. And oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. And this. And that's just like a flimsy sheet of paper. So all of these stay, but I may separate the tropical papers. This one I'm going to put in a different place. This goes into a my area that I have that's for fussy cutting. So that is going to go on the floor for now. Tropical. So you can see that I kind of have this set of tropical things. Here is a paper that actually goes with the sticker sheet I used for my January Scrap Backwards kit. It's from the You Are Here collection. So I'm going to put that over here in the basket that has my Scrap Backwards kit and see if I can squeeze another couple of pages out of it. So here's a paper pad called Our Travels by Adrienne Luman, and it's by Webster's Pages. And I love it. It's a great collection. That's something else. It's kind of stuck in there. But a lot of it doesn't necessarily have to do with travel. But I'm still going to keep it together as a collection in this paper pad because I just really love it. Actually, I think this is actually part of that collection. So I will keep that in there. And so that's going to go with my 12 by 12 papers that I'm keeping together, and that sticker sheet is not part of that. I'm going to take all of these things out so that I can kind of begin putting things back in. And there are some more small things that I have yet to go through. Okay, so let me pile that right there. These are papers I definitely want to keep in the travel section. And this is a collection that I want to keep together, so I'm keeping it in its bag. Well, let me kind of hold that out. I'm not going to put the collections in. Here is a set of stickers that are called Watercolor Travel. That goes in the generic travel embellishments. Our Incredible Adventure, and we're off, let's go. These could be for anything, but I bought them for the road trip, so they go with the road trip. These are London stickers. I have lots of pictures of London, so that goes in the destination specific. Same for this kind of cut up piece of paper. It's Around the World by Echo Park, and it's London specific or England specific, and I got lots of photos from there, so that stays there. This is one of my favorite collections ever in the history of collections, Follow Your Heart by Rana Farrar, and it's My Mind's Eye. And every single piece of paper I have hoarded and treasured. And I have actually, I think I had 3 or 4 sheets of this. And I have actually fussy cut this out several times. That definitely stays, but I need to use it. This one is Breaking Free Adventure Series by My Mind's Eye. And this has little like woody station wagons, and some of them are distressed and some of them are colored brightly and clearly. I just love that paper, but it's the kind of paper I tend to hoard. Okay, here's that Around the World collection that I believe, now see, this has all of this is destination specific. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to keep it together, but it's going to be together with destination-specific things. So, and I've got, I'm messing things up here. I've got embossing enamel falling on top of my travel supplies. So, not, my little table area is a lot smaller than it used to be when I actually was using the table. So this stays as a kit, so that goes over in with the kits. This is a page kit that I bought in Pensacola, or I think this is from, all of this stuff makes this double page spread. And I had identified some beach photos that I was going to use. I long since have used them someplace else. But I'm going to keep this, and this becomes a project And it goes in my, I'm not going to keep it in my travel stuff. I'm going to put it in my project bucket. I've got an area under the table there that has projects that I need to finish. This is that Go See Do collection by Echo Park by Lori Whitlock. And I have some pieces of this in other areas, but I'm going to keep that together as a collection. This is a generic, it's a page from a paper pad. It's generic and there's little enough missing from it that I can kind of slide it in there. This is a sticker that is going to go in the sticker sheet storage. Again, possibly to be pulled out for a scrap backwards scrap backwards month kit. Are we there yet? Chipboard pieces. Again, kind of road trip specific. So I'm going to put it, even though it's full and unopened, I'm going to put it with the road trip stuff. And I kind of want to put this with the destination stuff, but it's kind of big and I'm running out of space. And if I kind of lay it up there, it kind of picks up things. This is another sticker sheet that probably, it's from Are We There Yet? And here's another one. That's kind of a road trip. I'm going to call this road trip 2, although it may end up in the sticker sheet storage. This is a completely unused sticker sheet from something called Travel Stories by Echo Park. I'm going to put it with the sticker sheets. I want the 12 by 12 storage here to be paper, not stickers. And I want this, when I look for stickers to go with things, I don't necessarily have to have travel papers to use travel stickers. I can use generic papers. So my idea is they don't have to be kept together unless they're, at this moment, packaged together as a kit. This is Europe related, so that's destination specific paper. I may put that there with destination specific things. More destination stuff. Texas highways, Miami Beach, Coronado Island, San Francisco, New York, and Cape Cod. We've been everywhere except Cape Cod. So I'm going to put this with destinations, and that pile is getting very unruly. This is has lots of strips, and then the other side has this kind of a twirly map. I'm putting that in with scraps because I'm going to use the twirly map side. Okay, this from the Passport collection by Cartabella. Destination specific, I can cut those up, so I'm going to put that there. Ooh, some You Are Here paper. I'm going to put that with my scrap backwards kit, or at least to use. I've used up the sticker sheet, but I have other things that I could kind of mix that in with. Okay. Oh, here's the rest of that collection. Okay, so I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull those back up out of the kit. And I am going to store them with the just the travel related papers here. Here's a suitcase paper that came out of a paper pad. This is from that Getaway collection by Echo Park that has this one has little globes on it. This has fleur-de-lis and a whole bunch of strips. I love those strips, and the map is great. And I like the black that's in that collection. And here, a whole page of Compass Roses on the other side, tickets. So that's good. This is, I'm going to put this in the Calvin Ball Fussy Cut bucket because someone inevitably puts citrus fruit as one of the point grabbers. So, and this is not travel related. Gonna put that there in the fussy cut stuff. Here is a set of stuff. Oh, okay. See, a million years ago, I had this little thing that's marked destinations. And so I have this Alaska paper in it. And oh, cool. This is kind of cool. So I can use this same storage for the 12 by 12 papers. So I have Alaska, and I have not one but two of the well, maybe three of the South Dakota, the Mount Rushmore, and then I have Greece from Seven Gypsies. It's the Epicurean collection, Spanakopita, which is so delicious. And Seven Gypsies was one of my favorite companies, and it's sad that they're gone because their papers had a personality that were just different from any others. So since that's already marked destinations, I can put all of the larger pieces that have to do with specific destinations into here. What I'm going to call the papers that have to do with destinations. I'm going to put that right there. This looks like a complete collection kit for Let's Cruise. And so I'm going to keep it together and put it back here. So now I'm probably ready to turn this guy over, but I think I'll keep it. I found another of those rolls of craft tape that say vacation on them. So, okay, spreading things all over the place. I'm gonna go ahead, as I look in, I can see some other things. I have a thing that says road trip, so that goes with the road trip stuff. So, I do not have my baggies. I have lots of baggies that are this size, and I don't have them with me here at the table. But there will be a baggie for right now, for the purposes of this exercise. There will be a baggie for that contains what I'm going to call the destination-related things. This pile of stuff, and I will before I put it in the baggie, I will separate, I'll put all the Hawaii things together and all of the London things, all of the European things together, shall we say, and stuff like that. So that will somewhat be in order. And for years, I had all the destination related stuff in a drawer, in a kind of a cardboard drawer thing, and they were tucked away and I couldn't see them. So I want these things to kind of be, and maybe one day I'll pull a few of the destinations blindly out of here and let that be my scrap backwards starter, and I'll let whatever destinations I pulled lead me backwards through a kit of supplies, which I will likely get from this draw, from this this holder, and then go back and it'll cause me to hunt down photos and tell stories that I may not have told before about that particular destination. Because every single one of these things was bought after and for documenting a certain trip. And the fact that they're here means I didn't do it. So, shame on me. Okay, then there will be another plastic container, or plastic bag, some sort of organizing mechanism, that will hold this smaller collection of cruise-related items. And likewise, I could pull this pack of cruise-related items and let that be the starter to my Scrap Backwards kit, and it would cause me to go back and pull some cruise-related photos that I hadn't scrapped. And this sticker sheet and this chipboard, all of these things are road trip specific. And I have, when we took the road trip, I was doing Project Life. And I came back and I did a few Project Life pages that kind of had a smattering of the photos. I think we took, I don't know, a couple thousand photos. And they were a lot of everyday moments. We were traveling to baseball games. So there are lots and lots of baseball stadium pictures, and there are just, pictures along the way. We stopped and saw like balls of twine, and by balls of twine, you know what I mean, is just oddball, like the American Sign Museum that had like signs going back to the 30s and 40s, roadside signs. And I took 1 million pictures inside there, and I've maybe scrapped 4. So, there's still some to do. And every single one of those things will be a memory and that's precious to me, and a story that may one day be precious to someone else. So that's kind of where that goes. I will have a much smaller container for things to do with planes, and I'm probably going to try to figure out a way to use this guy soon, because it's getting kind of bent and nasty looking. So there are just 4 things that are specific to planes. So they may be in a small container that could go in one of the small sections. So that gives you an idea of where I'm headed with this one. And I have another one, the one that I said I'm going to put that with the pool and beach stuff. I haven't touched that one. And so that's a similar kind of project. And I may film that one too, but for now, this is Saturday. This is my Saturday catch-up thing. I am by no means where I need to be with embellishment sorting, shall we say. So I'm going to do a couple more organizers like this, full of stuff, and get them under control. And then I'm going to do, and maybe through the week I'll have several videos. Maybe next Saturday I will do an overall where the embellishments are video. And I'll tell you they're in several different places and different kinds of places. And there are very good reasons for them being where they are now that I've organized. And so all of these will be, all of the travel embellishments that you've seen here will be in this holder. They'll just be kind of separated and organized in a way that if I'm looking for something related to that cruise we took, I know where to go. And then I have kind of created a project for myself in coloring these, and I'm going to make a schedule for myself to do those, and then I'll use those on pages. So thank you for watching. I'm going to say goodbye. See you next time. Bye.